Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel, Manchester United versus Fulham preview, and we're also going to discuss Wayne Rooney's comments that he's made to TalkSport in criticising Roy Keane's recent defence of Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to get stuck into that, but later on in the video, Tony.
Yeah,
you stay tuned. We want you to smash the like button and get involved in the comments below. Now, first off, let's get stuck into this United versus Fulham game.
Well, Fulham, everyone's favourites to go down, playing good football. I don't care what they're playing. I just want to go there and get the 3 points in any way. I don't care if they play attractive football, United. We need them 3 points. They're the most important thing. The World Cup's coming up, and we've got to stay in touch with that top four, and we could possibly go into it depending on the other results. So I don't want to be coming from that back from that World Cup, the players, chasing a top four spot. I want to be there.
I feel like for this game going into it, Tony, spotlight's on Alejandro Garnacho.
Yeah, without a doubt.
A lot of Manchester United fans, including ourselves and people out there in the comments, want him to start against Fulham on that left-hand side. Do you still see him starting?
Yeah, possibly he could start. He's challenging. He's up there. Ten Hag talks about him. Ten Hag still goes on about his attitude and that, and he needs to. Yeah. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. Is there a little battle? But Garnacho has forced his way in. The way he put them defenders on the back foot, not seen that for a while at United. So he's in contention. He could be on the subs bench, but he'll definitely get a game without a shadow of a doubt. The kid is on it, and he wants to play for Man United. So I can't see him not playing. It's just whether he starts.
A problem I think we have got going into this game, and we mentioned it on the match reaction after the Villa game, is the right-back spot.
Definitely.
Delo's suspended, so who's coming in at right-back?
Well, the right-back's what's been there when Delo's not played, because he's played every game. Malasia's had a try there, and Lindelof. So if that's the case, if Lindelof does go there, then you'll see Harry Maguire and Martinez partnering at the back. But I don't fear for that partnership, because Mitrovic, he's out of the side. He very much doubt that he'll play. He wants to go to the World Cup. He's been out injured, and I don't think he'll be risked.
Me personally, I'd like to see Malacia at right back, and I think, in my own opinion, let me know who you want to see at right back, but I think Malacia. I just think Malacia would probably suit the style of play and give. It's not a great balance to the team having a left footer on the right hand side, but the way Malacia is forward thinking, I think him and Luke Shaw on either side, I think it'd give that a bit more balance to the team rather than Lindelof on that right hand side. But we will see.
Well, the right back position highlights what we definitely need when the transfer window comes out, and it is a right back. It is a problem, and it needs to be sorted out, and hopefully Ten Hag can deal with it. But Delo has played every game. He's out with the suspension, and you might be right. Malacia might be in there. He did a good account of himself when he has played there, and so was Lindelof. So I think it'll be between them two, because Adam Wan-Bissaka is nowhere to be seen, and it looks like he's on his way in January.
If he's not putting it in training, what's needed there under the new manager? Well, you've got to go, son.
I think there's more problems than that, to be honest with you. What they are, I think we might find out at a later date. Going on about the game, I am not sure who Ten Hag's going to pick here between Martial and Ronaldo. Ronaldo wasn't in the squad against Aston Villa Thursday night.
Illness.
Well, it could be illness. That illness excuse is used all the time. He might have just kept him away from the squad with a mind to bringing him in for Sunday. So I do believe Ronaldo will start on Sunday. I honestly do. Yeah, I think he'll be. I think he'll want to play.
I think Ronaldo wants to play every game, Tony. But when I'm looking at it, Martial, again, what did he play? 60 minutes roughly against Aston Villa. Grabbed another goal. And
but coming back from injury, he needs to be worked into these games. So I do think that's the reason why Ronaldo will play. But whichever one of them plays, I'm not bothered, because at the end of the day, as I said, 3 points are the most vital thing, and I don't care if we score a scruffy goal. We need them 3 points.
No, I totally agree. Someone who could be missing out, but not for United, is Mitrovic for Fulham.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign, really, to be honest with you. I think he's been decent this year, Tony, and I think he would cause problems, especially in the aerial duels. So if he doesn't start, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy with that, because at the end of the day, he has won more aerial duels than any centre-forward in the Premier League. And he looks lean, mean, and hungry. Different player than
mean fighting machine.
Yeah. He looks a different player than what we've seen before, and we cannot underestimate Fulham here because they do play good football.
They were unlucky against City as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they're unlucky against City, but then 10 men City had, but they played football. They go for it, and we've got an ex-United player playing for him, and he actually looks as though he suits Fulham. So
Andres Pereira.
Yeah, he's got something to prove. I was excited Thursday night, really made up with what went on. I was happy as anything, but this game here, I'm worried about this game, but United just have to dig in and work it and get that one goal. That's all we need. We're not scoring a lot of goals, so 1-0, that's my prediction. That's what I'm going for.
Who are you having in centre defence, though? Maguire come back the other night against Villa.
Well,
I'm not too sure about his organisation skills in that game, but it wasn't just him. There was quite a few others, to be fair.
Well, I think Maguire will come back in if Lindelof goes right back. That's how Maguire comes back in. And if it is Malacia, then Lindelof will play there. So away we go, really. You know what I mean? Game on. Do
you think Ten Hag will look at maybe giving the likes of Casemiro or Eriksen a rest, going into the World Cup as well?
No one's getting a rest. Yeah. Nobody is getting a rest here. He's going to play the side what he wants, and the side is the team what is performing, and all the players are there. I've just got a thing. McTominay will come into the team as well.
So you do think there'll be changes then?
One.
Right. Okay. So McTominay's coming in for who? Casemiro or? Well, it's got to be Casemiro.
No.
You can't have McTominay and Casemiro in there, surely.
No, he might play McTominay further forward. I think McTominay going further forward in an attacking role is perfect for him.
What do you mean in an attacking role? So you're replacing Eriksen then?
He might replace...
Come on, I'm putting you on the spot here. Who's he replacing? You can't sit on the fence here.
He might replace Eriksen. I do. I think we need a bit of steel. With it being the last game, I think that's what he might look for.
No, I think he will go with his strongest side possible, who are fit. And I see Casemiro, Eriksen starting, Bruno back in the middle, Donny van de Beek sat on the bench. It's just that right-hand side, though, for me. If Rashford could play on that right-hand side, like he does on the left-hand side, I'd put him over there, but he's just non-existent for me on that right-hand side. So that's the problem for me. On that right-hand side, with Dalot being out as well, it could be a problem for Manchester United down that right. Anthony's out as well.
That's why I'm not bothered about what goes on that pitch so long as we get a win.
I wouldn't actually then be surprised if he puts Bruno on the right, like we have been seeing. Not his favourite position. To me, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Not yous out there. None of yous out there see Bruno working on the right. But let's see. And like I say, let's get stuck into him. Let's get stuck into him early and don't let them come at us. We need to smash them straight away and stop them in midfield. Against Aston Villa last Sunday.
Smash him.
No.
Listen,
it was poor against Aston Villa in the league last Sunday. Yeah. There was no midfield. They have to step up. That's why I'm looking at McTominay. Yeah. I think he might be. That's the reason why I think he might be brought in. And I'm not sure.
Fresh legs.
Fresh, and he's the tackler, and he gets stuck in.
I think he's actually great on the defensive side. When we're defending corners, free kicks, I think he's the actual best player we've got in that situation in the club.
Yeah.
I've been really impressed with him in them situations. But yeah, there's a lot to discuss on this one with the United versus Fulham. Out on the left-hand side, does Garnacho come in? That right-hand side looks like a bit of a problem for Manchester United in the right-back spot and the centre-forward on the right-hand side. So let us know who you think should be starting. And yeah, he's got a few things to think about, Erik Ten Hag.
Yeah. 1-0.
You going 1-0?
Yeah.
Take a 1-0 now. I would actually take a 1-0 now. Like I say, and I agree with you totally, that it's an important game to get the 3 points. So when they come back after that World Cup, we're in contention around that top 4, and we can march on from there, and let's see where we go.
It could define our season going forward, to be honest.
It could, and that's not a statement, a cliche, and I think it's a really big game, this one. But yeah, we're going to move on to more pressing matters. Wayne Rooney's made some comments on TalkSport about Roy Keane and his recent defence of Cristiano Ronaldo.
And he's not shy to make his comments, Wayne Rooney.
Neither are as well, are they? No. Roy and Wayne Rooney. So, yeah, we're going to get stuck into this one. Let us know what you think in the comments on this. And first overall thoughts on Wayne Rooney's comments about Roy.
Well, to be honest with you, it's refreshing to see an ex-player actually come out and say it as it is. We know Roy Keane, when he brought up the Ronaldo situation, is his mate. He looked awkward when he first came out with it. And every time Ronaldo is mentioned to Roy Keane, he looks awkward. That's because he's his friend. And he tried to defend him. And Wayne Rooney, the way he's talking there, is basically saying Roy's a hypocrite. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's an hypocrite because he would not allow that when he was playing. And to be honest with you, it's the first misstep I've seen from Roy Keane talking about footballers.
Just to interrupt you there, Tony, when I remember him saying that when we played played at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, he looked uncomfortable. I thought Roy Keane actually
he did
coming out with his comments, and it's the first time, like you've said, where I've looked at Roy Keane and thought, what's the matter here? He just didn't look comfortable in what he was saying himself. I don't know if that was because of his passion in wanting to defend his mate Ronaldo, or
yes.
what, but he just didn't feel comfortable or looked like he believed in what he was saying himself.
He was trying to defend the indefensible.
Yeah.
That's how it looked, because we look at it as fans, right, that you should not do what Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo is the ultimate professional footballer, without a shadow of a doubt. Ronaldo does what he does for himself, right? The problem with Ronaldo this season is he's been asked to do other things, and that's support the team. Ronaldo's never done that wherever he's been. He's always supported himself. And that's the problem Roy Keane's had. And Wayne Rooney came straight out with it and basically said, you don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to defend something when you yourself would not have accepted it. And with Roy, I can quite understand why he's defended him, but he's wrong on it. He's definitely wrong on it because he would never have accepted that as a player.
Yeah, Rooney was also saying in them comments that it's a distraction for Manchester United, which they don't need at the minute, trying to rebuild. And do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. It's not a...
And also, how do you think Ten Hag's handled it as well?
Ten Hag's done what he's done. I don't think he's done it perfect. Roy's defence of Ronaldo was he was promised things at the start of the season, and obviously things haven't gone what he was promised. Yeah. So that's why. So I think Ten Hag hasn't handled it 100%, but it's very difficult with Ronaldo. Like I say, he looks after himself first, and he's been asked to do something else. Look after youngsters, encourage them this and encourage that. That's not Ronaldo's game. He wasn't brought in to United for that. It was all about him scoring goals. He's off the boil, and Roy Keane cannot carry on defending him. And Wayne Rooney, like I say, the media people and ex-players, right?
But sometimes, the thing is, with you saying that though, Tony, about from what I just gathered off you said there, that Ronaldo wasn't brought in to look after the younger members of the squad. Is that right?
No, that's right.
Now, if you look at what Ronaldo said last season in an interview, he was basically calling out the younger players because he felt the younger players weren't taking the advice of senior squad members like himself on board, and they were just basically doing what they wanted to do.
Maybe that's Ronaldo saying, you're not doing what you're being told to do by me. Pass me the ball.
Yeah, just like what he used to have in his younger days at Manchester United, looking up to the likes of Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, etc., Rio Ferdinand, and he didn't get that same feeling at Manchester United last year. Maybe this year as well, I'm not sure.
I think that feeling is Ronaldo wants the ball. Give me the ball, give me the ball. Do as you're told. That might be the way Ronaldo's coming at it. Not to look after their welfare and their well-being, right? Being as a footballer, bringing him on, showing him the professionalism.
One thing I can say is Alejandro Garnacho, you always see him around Cristiano Ronaldo. Always there and thereabouts. He definitely looks up to him. You've seen on social media posts when he's been asked about, is it Messi, Ronaldo for the greatest of all time? He puts Ronaldo, that's his idol.
Yeah, that's his idol. And the thing is, he's been with Messi, and they're his two idols by the looks of it. And this is the problem, what we alluded to earlier on with Ten Hag still coming out and sort of like putting Garnacho feet on the ground. So this might be a worry for Garnacho.
I'm not trying to stir anything up here.
No, you're not.
You know me.
No,
but, with Ten Hag coming out and saying, or making it known that there is some slight issues there with Garnacho's.
Understandably, really.
No, listen. With Garnacho's attitude behind the scenes, it's not his application in 100%. Has that got something to do with Cristiano Ronaldo? Because of how much he is around Cristiano Ronaldo. You look at clips on training. all the comments he's mentioned about Cristiano Ronaldo, when games have finished, you see him over there hugging him. He's always around him.
Yeah, but Garnacho, you've got to look at it. The world is going fast for him, and we all get our head turned. He's a young lad, footballer, and he's got everything at his feet if he sticks to it. And I think what Ten Hag's doing, right, is trying to let him know to keep your feet on the ground. You've got lots of more work to do, and there's a lot of time for you to get your eyes distracted. But for now, keep your feet on the ground. I think that's what's happening. Looking at Ronaldo, yes, everyone's looking at Ronaldo. Ronaldo wants the ball and he's telling everyone to pass the ball. And to their own detriment of the game, they're giving him the ball too much.
A lot of the ex-players, Tony, they're all for Ronaldo being the first choice centre forward.
Wayne Rooney turned around and said if he's not starting, then what he should do is just get on with it, get his head down, right, and do it for the squad, for the team, and for Manchester United, and just accept and do your best until your contract runs out. Basically, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Get on with it, accept it, move on.
I'll actually come out with the quotes here, Tony. For Cristiano Ronaldo, just get your head down and work and be ready to play when the manager needs you. If he does that, he'll be an asset. If he doesn't, it will become an unwanted distraction.
Well, Ronaldo is a distraction, always has been, wherever he's been. But the distraction here now is hurting Ronaldo and he doesn't feel comfortable. But he has to accept it, and Wayne Rooney is quite right.
Okay. Anything else to add?
No, that's me, done.
I think we've covered everything, I think.
Yeah. Come on, United, we need to win.
No, I've covered everything. Yeah, I think we have. If we haven't, no, obviously you get involved in the comments below. We want your own opinions on this one. We've had a bit of our say. Hopefully we've come out with everything that we've needed to.
Yeah.
So you get involved. And
you said
what?
1-0. I'll take it now, but you've not give your scoreline. I have.
You say 1-0. I think it'll be 3-1.
There you go, 3-1.
Martial to start up front. I'm going to go. It's just that right hand side. It's bugging me. I think that's the only way we can drop points. Well, it'll be the only reason we drop points at Fulham is because of that right hand side. Man United 2-0. No, 3-1. We're going 3-1.
And I'm going 1-0.
Yeah, we're going 3-1. Manchester United. Let us know your score predictions in the comments below. Let us know your starting 11 for this one. Bit of a tough one. I'm sure it's a bit of a headache for Erik Ten Hag to choose it. So let us know your thoughts. And yeah, smash a like if you've enjoyed today's video. Let us know also on Rooney's comments. Do you agree with them on Roy Keane or not? You know, there's a lot to discuss there. Get it in the comments and we'll have a look and interact with you as well. Be back soon. Thank you.